Sagittarius 24, a bird standing at the door of a house. It's a symbol of peace and happiness. And it's the sense that we do get rewards in life. And the rewards that really we want are contentment, happiness, freedom from stress, just enjoying it all. And yet people aim for the very opposite, don't they? They want self-importance, fame and fortune, and some strange force makes us think that that's what will make us happy. It won't, it doesn't. We have to aim for happiness if we want happiness, not that which we think will make us happy. Fame and fortune don't lead to happiness. Happiness is something well worth aiming ourselves towards. And understand that formula. We kind of have to understand that for us to be happy, we have to live in a world which is fair. Injustice makes us unhappy, especially when it is applied to us personally. It's bad enough when you see somebody else being treated unfairly. And I think we all feel a great deal of sorrow and compassion, pity almost for actually most of the world are hungry and starving and subject to tyranny, and we feel terrible injustice is meted upon those people. And that makes us feel bad enough. But when justice is applied to us personally, it's terrible. That's going to make us unhappy. So we want there to be justice in the world. It's a condition of our happiness that there is. So we must affirm it. We can't get in the world what we do not affirm. And if we affirm justice, then we have to understand that we must get the rewards that we deserve. And that works both ways. If we deserve it, we'll get it. If we deserve not to get it, then we won't get it. So the whole idea of finding happiness depends upon us becoming worthy of receiving happiness. And insofar as we know that injustice and stress and wanting something that we really can't have makes us unhappy, then we have to practice not wanting those things, not doing those things. We have not to live in stress. We have not to be too ambitious. Go for what you can go for, as long as it's not always comfortable, but not a stressful burden. Just push yourself a little bit to the edge of your comfort zone, and then relax. And then have another push, and then relax again. And this relaxation is an aspect of it all. We cannot push and push and push and push and expect happiness. It's just silly. We have to balance push with allow. We have to allow in that which is the pushback. Because for every push we give into the world, there's something pushing back, always. This is one of the fundamental secrets. And we have to receive that pushback, assimilate it, and then push forward again. So pushing forward, receiving the pushback, assimilation, push forward again. That's the formula of life. And let's just be clear that that push, that's a claim. We have to claim our place in the world. It is my experience that most people feel badly dealt with, that life is too harsh, that they don't get what they deserve. And I look around them and I see, metaphorically speaking, somebody complaining about hunger while sitting under a tree rich with fruit. All they have to do is make a claim. And this is true for most of us. There's a lot of people whose lives are really wonderful, really wonderful indeed. They eat every day, several times. There's a lovely warm house to come home to when they've gone out on an adventure, and it's there. and they've got a family of people or friends that always care for them. That's so much better than the vast majority of people in the world. This ordinary sense of, actually, my life's okay. That's the fruit on the tree. What you then have to do to turn that okayness into perpetual joy is claim it. Just say, yeah, I'm happy with this. This'll do. This is fine. Now, of course, that's not the end of what you'll get. You'll get more then, but you don't need to push for that. That comes to you. There's something about that that's the other side of the mystery. The mystery of claiming is one half. In fact, a third perhaps. The claiming is the push. The acceptance of what comes to you, and that means gratitude, thank you. Not just unwilling acceptance. It's just like, oh yeah, thank you. So if you want sausage, egg and chips for your lunch and the man only delivers egg and chips, what's your response? Where's my sausages? Result, unhappiness. Or, oh, egg and chips. Result, happiness. It's like that. So claiming what you want, accepting what you get instead, and then this period of reflection, of assimilating the difference, just understanding that it isn't the sausage and the egg and the chips that make you happy. It's somehow not being hungry anymore that makes you happy. Whether it's sausages or no sausages that contribute to that. I'm speaking metaphorically because I simply find sausage, egg and chips the most delicious meal of all. I'm a simple man in my tastes, if not a healthy one. The faith that we can have is the faith in the abundance of life. Abundance in terms of food and in terms of interesting things to do and interesting people to be with and love. The faith in that all of that which we need and want and desire and we think will make us happy, that is there, that is abundantly provided for us, provided we make our claim and accept what it is we get happily. Now the formula, the spiritual practice that we can do in order to move ourselves into this mystery fully is to radiate goodwill. This is centered in the heart, and it's appreciation basically, and acceptance and compassion and all of the things that we know about. Just radiate goodwill to everything, always. And let us not think of that as a moral principle, doing it because it's the right thing to do according to morality. That's nothing to do with it, not in my mind. You radiate goodwill because that is the most effective strategy for moving towards happiness. By definition, surely happiness is the prize. And the best way to achieve that prize is to radiate goodwill. So if somebody does you harm, accept it, tolerate it. You don't have to love them, but just radiate goodwill towards them. Accept that they're having a bad day or they're having a bad life. Quite a lot of what is done in the name of evil is not evil at all. It's a yearning for someone to be heard. You know, like, I've had a bad life, I need some help and attention here. That's why I'm committing this crime. You know, I need your help. So if you radiate goodwill, you're taking that into account. And of course, whatever you give out is what comes back to you, the golden rule. So if you want something, then give it away first. Now, obviously, that's an easier spiritual practice for things of lesser consequence. However, it's also applicable at the highest level. If you can develop your faith and trust in life to a very high level, then you can actually try this wisdom out. if you've got responsibilities, if you've got kids and other people that depend upon you, you have to be careful with this wisdom. It's possible, but you have to be quite a strong and enlightened person to be able to carry it through. So if you're still only training in that, if your faith diminishes sometimes, if you have a bad moment, then okay, be aware of that and don't risk too much until you've developed the skill. But the skill is there, and the skill is to have faith that radiant goodwill is that which creates abundance and happiness in your life.